100 strong. What's that word, family? Hey, man, check it out. We back, man. We back in action. It's your homeboy, Low from the Go, man. And the Go is Chicago, man. Hey, we got a lot of stories to talk about tonight. I'm going to bring up a lot of different situations that's been going on in the news this past couple of days, man, because everything happens so goddamn quick. And right now, man, I just want to jump right into something, man. I want to jump into the Tory Lanez situation, man. If y'all don't know, Tory Lanez was just charged with another additional charge in the Megan Thee Stallion case, man. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just pull this up real quick. Wait, we got to do it a little bit bigger than that. All right, so prosecutors added the charge of discharging a firearm with gross negligence to Tory Lanez's other two charges, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me go into the whole entire situation because this to me it don't it don't make too much sense that they would actually try to hit Tory Lanez with another charge. It's almost like if we don't get you on this, we're gonna get you on this. It can be considered to some folks damn near like double jeopardy, right? You can't just throw a charge on top of the charge. It's the same goddamn charge. Y'all just want the man to be found guilty of something having to do with a gun. And it's just crazy to me that they would do this. All right, so Tory Lane faces a new charge in his criminal case for the alleged shooting of fellow rapper Megan the Stallion. As DJ academics like to call her, Megan the Mule. You know what I'm saying? He's charged with discharging a firearm with gross negligence. And this is the pre-trial, man, because they supposed to be going to trial, man. They searching for the jury right now, and it's crazy. So the prosecutors added the charge on top of his first two charges, which almost seem like the same goddamn charge wrapped up in different wording. What are they trying to do to this black man right now? I guess they really taking protect black women seriously down in Texas, man. All right, so he was originally charged back in 2020 in October for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. And the thing is, somebody said it was glass in her foot. Somebody said it was bullet fragments in her foot. I'm not sure, man. But let me tell y'all this. The lead detective in the case, man, he was dropped from the case because this motherfucker, he called it domestic violence, man. I'm gonna guess that he called it domestic violence against his wife, maybe, right? Maybe it was his child. But the police detective Ryan Stronger testified that an argument between Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion took place inside the vehicle, prompting her to get out the Escalade. As she exited the vehicle, she heard Tory Lanez yelling obscenities at her, man. He started to say, dance, bitch, before he started shooting, at her feet, making her dance, man, making her tap dance, man. But the crazy part is, if Tory Lanez is found guilty on all charges, he's a Canadian, he faces a maximum sentence of 22 years and 8 months behind bars, man. The new charge carries a possibility of a 6-year imprisonment and deportation. If he's convicted, the sentences will more than likely run concurrently with the first two charges. Now, man, what do y'all think about this whole entire situation with Tory Lanez? Uh, the detective in the case, the whole fucking detective in the case was kicked off the case because guess what? He's a goddamn criminal as well. Right? He's a criminal as well. He's out here beating women. So how could you be here protecting Megan Thee Stallion if you have a domestic case? Well, let me not say that he's beating women, right? Because nowadays a domestic case can be man on man or whatever. It could be. But how do y'all feel about that shit, man? Are they fair to charge Tory Lanez with another crime on top of the same fucking crime that he's already facing trial for? I think it's kind of harsh, man. I think they reaching. It almost tells me that Them motherfuckers ain't got no evidence on Tory Lanez. But what about Megan Thee Stallion's best friend, who she was into it with, man? She was into it with her best friend. What will her best friend say when she gets on the stand, right? That's the thing. That's what everybody wants to know, exactly what the best friend is thinking and what she's going to do, because her and Megan Thee Stallion, of course, they had a big falling out. She was accused of Megan Thee Stallion was accused of having sex with somebody that her best friend actually, wanted to get with. I'm not sure if that was Tory Lanez or somebody else, but this shit is crazy that they would charge this man with a whole nother charge. Come on, guys. Y'all got to get that shit together, man. I don't think they got enough evidence on Tory Lanez. The security guard, or the security guard slash the driver, he hasn't really been saying much about the whole entire situation, man. So, well, we're gonna keep our eyes glued to this Tory Lane situation, because it just don't make sense to me that Tory Lanez will be charged with something else. I'm gonna move on just a little bit, man, just a little bit, to a happier story, man. We got to go ahead and do this happier story, because everybody is like, "Low, what the hell's going on, man? All your stories are about death, people dying, and all that type of shit." Well, let me show y'all this right here, man. Boom. We got in Arkansas City electing an 18-year-old black man, or a black teen, late teen, almost a man, an 18-year-old black man. Well, if he committed a crime, of course, they would call this 18-year-old a man. But by him being the mayor, they want to, oh, it's a boy. He don't even have no experience. Well, guess what, man? Arkansas may just be setting the pace for the rest of the country, man. When you look at the president, Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying? He's all shaky and withery, and he don't know what's going on. And he's just the little old man, Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the little old man, Joe Biden, you might want to say, fuck it. Let's take our chances with an 18-year-old. All right, so his name is Jalen Smith, man. He graduated from high school in May. Less than a year after graduation, the 18-year-old will be tasked with governing Earl, Arkansas. Have you ever heard of Earl, Arkansas, man? It's not Little Rock, Arkansas, but I guess, if you want to start off your political career at 18 years old, you got to start small, man, with a small town. And, that's crazy as hell. Young 18-year-old black man is elected mayor. The population of the town is only 1,831 people. But on Tuesday, he defeated his opponent, Nemi Matthews, the city's streets and sanitation superintendent, man, by 235 votes to 185 votes, man. We tired of these motherfucking regular politicians coming up into office and doing the same thing that they said, that they would change. Just like Joe Biden. Hey, man, y'all vote me in, y'all ain't black. You know what I'm saying? If y'all vote me in, I'm gonna take care of student debt. And don't they don't do what the fuck they said they gonna do on the campaign trail. So according to unofficial results from uh the county clerk's office, this guy actually won. 18 years old, and it's just a good thing to me, man. The young man said, I ran because I wanted to help my community and move my community in a direction that it needed to be moved in. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I definitely feel him, man. I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. I'm excited to see the rest of his career. Hopefully, he don't let us down like President Obama did. President Obama let a lot of people down when he was doing this thing. But shout out to the 18-year-old man that became the mayor of a very small town. And like I said, maybe he can start off right now in a small town, and then maybe he can transfer and go to a bigger town, man, a bigger city. Maybe he can be the mayor of Little Rock in 5 years. Maybe he could be a senator in 10 years. Everything's good. Everything can happen. All right, so we're gonna move on just a little bit, man. We're gonna move on just a little bit, man, to a crazy, terrible story, man. I'm gonna have to bring this up, and it's a video because we got people out here doing a lot of crazy shit, right? And let me grab my headphones for this one. Let me grab my headphones, put them on real quick. Oh man, it's been a great weekend, man. Oh yeah, I just want to say this. Yesterday was FBG Duck's birthday, man. Happy birthday to FBG Duck. I really wish that you would have left Chicago when you had the chance. I really wish you would have got the hell up out of there and did your thing. You know, it's all about you and your family. Nobody else cares about you and your family. So you always gotta make the right moves for the children. You always gotta make the right moves for mama. Because in my situation, I was able to say, you know what, I'm sick of the shit that's going on in the city. I see what direction the city is going in. I'm gonna end up killing somebody and being caught and booked for the murder, or somebody's gonna end up killing me and maybe being caught and booked for the goddamn murder. So you gotta move up out of places that you feel that vibe from. And can't nobody tell me that Duck didn't feel that vibe. He was shot multiple times, and it's crazy that he lost his life in downtown Chicago, and we still feeling the ramifications of what happened to FBG Duck, man. When you look at O Block right now they ain't got Duck to be their worst enemy. Now, guess who's the worst enemy, man? The people from O Block are the worst enemies, man. We just had a guy that went by the name of A-Roy who was killed in O Block broad daylight by another O Blockian, you know what I'm saying? Killed by another person from O Block, broad daylight. His brother, man, his brother has been going hard for him. He was just shot and grazed multiple times, including in the head, man. He had a nice chunk knocked up out his goddamn head. And what did he do, man? He went back to O Block and he steady taunting those guys, and he steady telling those guys that, hey, come link up. He just dropped a post today saying, hey, come link up. I'm ready to come back to O Block. I miss the guys. You know what I'm saying? And I think his name is Big P, man. Shout out to Big P. That ain't the right way to do it, bro. The right way to do it is to move in silence, man. Stop putting everybody on the goddamn internet in your business, man. Shout out to your brother, man. A-Roy. He was shot and killed, like I said, broad daylight, on camera, in O Block. Everybody knows who the killer is. So how the fuck don't police have him arrested for the murder of somebody? It's just like what happened in Texas. I just said that. What happened in Texas, the police said, you know what? Take off. We're going to find that murderer ASAP. And they found the murderer of Takeoff ASAP, man. So that's what's going on in Chicago. And I said that shit when Doug died, man. I said, why the fuck did it take for the feds to come in to look at Chicago police cameras that Chicago police have already up in the city and in O Block? Why did it take for an FBI agent to say, well, let's just look at the cameras and see if these guys actually did this thing? So it don't make no sense to me, man. Stay the hell up out of O Block, Big P. Stay the fuck up out of O Block. Your brother, you going to make him die in vain. You might end up dead. You might end up killing somebody, and nothing gets solved that way. Nothing, your life will stop. Nobody else's life will stop. So, shout out to Big P though, man. Shout out to him. He ain't letting that shit ride with his brother. He won't Monte Moon or whatever, whatever the fuck the nigga's name is. All right, so we're gonna move on just a little bit, man. T.I., man. T.I. is making headlines because he said that he told on his cousin that had died, man. Is that considered snitching? Now, we all know that Baby from Cash Money, man, he had a brother or a stepbrother, half brother that went by the name of Gangster, right? Gangster told on some people from New Orleans who had died. And Birdman cut him off, man. Birdman actually cut him off. Birdman ain't want nothing to do with that, man. He said snitching on anybody is snitching. You especially speaking ill on the dead. Birdman don't want nothing to do with his brother because of this situation. But guess what? People are fucking with T.I. So let's hear what T.I. said. You know, T.I.'s always been considered to been a snitch, man. Everybody said that. That's how he got out of all that time when he brought all of those guns because T.I. was snitching on motherfuckers. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play the video of T.I. admitting that he snitched, bro. He was on a podcast, and just for just for purpose, y'all don't the video he played, but yeah, they're gonna do it anyway. But Ti, man, yeah, you know, shout out to Ti. But what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think that Ti was fucking snitching, man? Oh boy, boy, boy. Let's hear him out.
Your police, pull us over. Pull us over. I have a gun. Why are we going through the court process? And so we caught no gun cases, 2 died. And, you know, my lawyer said, well, you know, I can make everything go away if it was 2. If it was Tramel's. After he had passed, I had a talk with him.
What you say?
Say, I take all the charges you got. If you could walk away free and put it on me, goddamn right.
So is that what boys giving you shit about because you put it on?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Nah. Don't nobody even know about that. I just volunteered. Don't nobody even know about that. I'm just being honest. That's the only time I done never said or gave no information about nobody because that's my cousin, my big cousin. He was dead, and he told me that it was okay.
All right, man. So T.I. said that his cousin told him it was okay, but that was after he died. How could he tell you anything if he's not there to defend himself, T.I.? You know, a lot of people feel like T.I. has been a snitch, man. T.I. was snitching on every fucking body. In fact, it was a commercial a long time ago where he was representing Crime Stoppers, something like that. People were calling him snitch with that. T.I., you really making light-skinned niggas look bad. But I guess you had to get out of jail expeditiously, right? What do y'all think about T.I., man? He said he had a talk to his cousin. And somebody said, hey, man, that sounds like some Asian Dow shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talked to King Von after he died. He told me that his homies let him die. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like some Asian Dow type shit when T.I. comes out here and say that, hey, I talked to my dead cousin. He said, I'll take all the charges. Even if your cousin did want to take all the charges, T.I., you know good and goddamn well that you snitched, man. You snitched on your cousin. You told on somebody. And even if uh he's not here to defend himself, and even if he won't face charges, the streets still feel like T.I., you know, told on somebody, and they gonna hold his feet to the fire, man. You know, you gotta do exactly what you rap about, bro. You gotta take those charges. You gotta go to the county. You gotta go to the joint. You gotta come out swole. Then you start your rap career 10 years after you started. You know what I'm saying? Started again, rather. But wow, man, that shit was crazy to me that he said. The only crazy part is that he said he talked to his cousin to try to make himself feel better. You know, no, nigga, you ain't talk to your cousin. You just trying to make yourself feel better. Moral of the story is stay out of trouble. That way you won't have to snitch on nobody. Nobody will call you a snitch. You won't have to tell on nobody. None of that shit, man. Just stay out of fucking trouble, man. Don't be like T.I. T.I. is a bad example for the kids, and he can say all those big words that he want to say. But, you know, when you look at his family and you look at the trials and tribulations that they had going on, it's a lot of things going on right there. And T.I., you know, maybe you need to just slow down a little bit. Stop talking so goddamn much. Stop telling on people, number one. All right, man, we're going to move on just a little bit. Walmart is threatening. Walmart is threatening to close down stores due to theft. All right. So my thing is this. Everything went up on me, right? Except for my fucking paycheck. How the fuck does eggs go from 99 cents to like 2.99 and more? You know what I'm saying? In some places. But my paycheck only went up 50 cents, a dollar, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck does that even add up? It don't, man. But Walmart said that due to the fact that people have been stealing from Walmart and inflation and all of that, that they're gonna shut down stores. No stores are gonna be in the black communities, right? So what that mean? That mean that black people gonna have to go out their neighborhoods to even go shopping and maybe start stealing in different communities. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only bad thing about it. And that's what they really don't want to happen. They don't want us shopping and, uh, in different communities. They want to keep us in the black community. So what they're going to do, they're going to subsidize Walmart. I think the government will subsidize Walmart. And hey, it is what it is. Shit, we don't need a Walmart in the community, do we? You know what I'm saying? Maybe we do. Shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. Walmart is a great place to do business at. You can send money from Walmart to Walmart. You can buy cheap goods, cheaper goods than you can buy from any place else. And it'd be a shame if they shut down the Walmart in my community. But guess what? I got vehicles. I got a driver's license. You know what I'm saying? It's people that don't have those things. I don't need to take the bus to the suburbs to where the buses don't run at. That's the number one thing. The buses don't run in the suburbs, so they keep a lot of people in the cities right there. But if I was a person, I would do exactly what I did, man, and get the hell out of some of these cities, man. Some of these cities, it ain't good. It ain't right in some of these goddamn cities. So I don't blame Walmart for leaving the hood, man, because every day somebody is taking all their goddamn shit off of the fucking shelves. And not only that, but you got groups of people running into these stores, man, and they just snatching everything, man. They snatching whatever the fuck they want to do. I don't see that happening with Walmart. It ain't, a group of people that want to run into a Walmart. But maybe so. Maybe some of these instances, a group of people are running into Walmart and just snatching shit and getting the hell up out of there, man. But tell me how y'all feel about that shit in the comment section. I'm gonna move on to another story that's kind of crazy, man. It's really fucking crazy. People today, I don't understand them, man. I don't understand them. So I'm gonna take y'all to this woman, man. She had her eyeballs tatted, right? She had her eyeballs tatted. If y'all don't know, that's a thing. I seen it a couple of years back, but now because the people that I used to see doing it was white folks. But now this is affecting the black community, right? So let's look at this woman, man. She says that she tried to get her eyeballs tatted. So let's check it out. And she's going blind, right? So here we go right here. I can't even look at the shit, man.
After 1 year, I had a really bad allergic reaction to the ink in my eyeballs. I had to stay in hospital for a week and had to be put on steroid tablets and steroid drops, and the drops has taken some of the ink out.
Admit it, it's hell in there, it's horror. You have to be a certain type of person to survive.
Wow, man. What do y'all think about that, man? This lady is supposed to be a goddamn lawyer, something like that, man. She's supposed to be a fucking lawyer. She got her eyeballs tattooed, man. One of them is blue, one of them was purple. And my thing is, my whole entire thing with this is she's a black woman, but y'all can hear from her voice she's not American. So, you know, Africans that land in different places, they don't think like the average black person, African American person. I don't think too many African Americans would be down to get their eyes tattooed, but she's going blind because of the situation, right? She's going blind because she wants to be a punk rocker. You know what I'm saying? Some black people might drink blood in other countries that to act like their white counterparts, we're vampires, we're gonna drink some blood. Ha 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 ha. But man, oh man, A lot of people feel like if she's going blind, she did it to herself, right? I feel the same way, right? I can't put my hand into a running lawnmower, right? Or I can't jump in front of a moving vehicle and think that it's all gonna work out. You know, I can't put fucking ink in my eye and think that everything's gonna be okay. The first thing that I would have thought was, why would I do this? I could go blind from this, man. And that's what this lady should have thought of, but by her not thinking, by her not using her head, uh, now she's going blind. And like I say, black folks is just as weird as white folks, man. It's just in America, we all under one accord of being just crazy, regular crazy. Other places, these motherfuckers, man, they doing shit like that. They piercing their skin. They getting their chest chopped off. They getting their ping chopped off. And it don't make no sense to me, man. But what I can say is, shout out to that young lady for giving me something to talk about. And whatever God do with you, is what God gonna do with you. I don't understand it, man. I really don't understand it. All right, so we're gonna move on just a little bit, man, to Nick Cannon, man. Nick Cannon. Shout out to the homeboy Nick Cannon. He a lot of people saying that he's trying to get 20 kids, and people feel like, well, it's okay because he's rich and he can afford to put all of these kids in private school and he can afford to take care of the children. There's a lot of people saying that Nick Cannon will be neglecting his other children, or he will be neglecting children because you can't be everywhere at once, right? So shout out to Nick Cannon for getting up out the hospital. He was just there the other day after his show at Madison Square Garden. Wait. Somebody over here, man. They tweaking, man. Nick Cannon in my child. You can have it all. All right, man. All right. I feel you. All right, so they call him Big Dick Nick. You know what I'm saying? They call him, man, Big Dick Nick. But Mariah Carey, man, his first baby mama. Now, when he met Mariah Carey, she didn't have any kids. He didn't have any kids, right? But now, I think their kids are getting to be teenagers. The kids are feeling the pressure of Nick Cannon having all of these kids. He don't have time to spend with Mariah's kids. So she took to social media and she said how she felt about the situation. Like, you can't just have all these kids and forget about the very first kids. And that's the thing right there. Mariah Carey, they was married, man. She's a beautiful woman. And if I was Nick, I would have just told her, I would have did the Kanye West thing with her and been like, look, I don't want to have all these kids by different women. Do you want to have 8 kids? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think Mariah Carey would have said? Do you want to have 8 kids? Because I don't want to have all these kids by all these different women and have to go to all these different households, man. Go to all these different households and take care of all of these goddamn kids, man. But shout out to Mariah Carey, man. You don't need Big Dick Nick. You need me, man. Small, medium, and large, whatever you want, baby. I got it for you. You need me. You don't need Nick. You know what I'm saying? Let the nigga go on his way, man. And like I said, man, shout out to the 18-year-old mayor of Earl, Arkansas, man. Black man, that's an 18-year-old mayor. They calling him a boy because he's the mayor. But if he would have killed somebody, oh, he's a man. You know what I'm saying? A black man killed somebody. But they want to say, oh, he's only a boy. He can't be the mayor. That ain't what the people said. The people voted for him. Evidently, 18 years old is the age that you can be a goddamn mayor. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to FBG Duck, man. Happy birthday, man. Ball in paradise, man. We miss you down here. We wish you would have listened to the common sense that people tried to tell you and try to get you up out the city, but you didn't do it. You your own, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez, man. I don't feel that it's fair that the prosecution can just throw another charge on them. They could just throw another charge on them tomorrow if they want to. Like, goddamn, if you gave them 2 charges and it's all the same shit, how could you go back, man? And let's not forget, the detective that got kicked off the goddamn case because he wanted to beat his girl's ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Walmart closing all them goddamn stores because they sick of y'all niggas running up in there taking shit, stealing shit, man. They tired of the grapes. Ain't no fucking grapes in Walmart no more. They ain't got no more eggs. But y'all gotta realize that they raising the prices on everything. Like I said, a fucking dozen of eggs was just 99 cents. Not a shit. It's outrageous, man. $3-4 for a fucking dozen of eggs. T.I., man, he told on his dead cousin, and a lot of people feel like Lil Durk did the same thing to King Von, except for maybe it's under wraps. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people feel like Lil Durk did the same thing to King Von. And people ain't cool with T.I. telling on his dead cousin. Talking about some, I talked to him. I prayed and I talked to him. Man, you should have just said, I asked God, should I do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you say I talked to my cousin? He said, put all the charges on me. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy, man. Shout out to that crazy ass girl that's going blind because she decided to color her eyes different colors, man. Hey, it's your homeboy Low from the Go. I'll be back later with more news and commentary. Stay in tune with the channel, man. Like and subscribe to the channel, man. Show a little bit of support. All of that shit is free. I'll be back later. Peace.